Think the latest version of the DreamStack is ready to go, and it's better. Hello, welcome to the channel, or welcome back. My name's Andy, and I am the Code Rebel. This is back into the DreamStack project. I've made some updates. I've brought it into the 21st century from the console app that used to deal with it. And we've finally got the images on the buttons. I don't know how well you'll see this on camera, but the chroma key is going off. But yeah, there we go. We've got one with actual mappable buttons. I haven't glued this case together yet, and I'll go through how to kind of, in a later video I'll do on building it all. It is just buy the device, 3D print the case, pop it in, and then map it with Arduino IDE. But yeah, let's get into the app that I've written for it, because this is much better. I actually haven't finished setting my window up there, but never mind. I'll just do it without you having to look at my face. And I can prove it works if I press that button to switch over. Here we are. So what you do is you run the app. You'll get a little message to say it's connected, and you can tick that. It does look a bit crap, and that's because I used Windows Forms rather than the better kind of WPF and XAML solution. But I'm going to literally reskin it and do an update kind of imminently. Not imminently, that's the next thing to do. But it works now. So where we are is we've got all these options. It'll come up with a list of ports. You can refresh that. Just connect it to the COM port that it's connected to. You'll know that from mapping it in Arduino IDE by this stage, if you've left it in the same port. You key map in. If you're getting any kind of interference or crossover with the default keys, click on key mapping. Of course, it's opened where I'm not zoomed into in the window, but here it is. That's shift control and 1. I was finding problems with 4 because it puts the euro symbol in everywhere, so I've changed that one to 7. And yeah, you've got your key map in there. You can do that and then add it as hotkeys in OBS or whichever kind of thing you're using it for. If you're using it for gaming, you can add them as hotkeys for games. And we'll go through a bit more of the features. Send icons is the new one that I've managed to get it to do. So you get your little select send icon. You drop down to select which button position you want it to appear in. Clear all just takes them all off and resets them back to squares. All you need to do, select image. I haven't shipped any with it. You can find your own little icons that you want to put in. So if we do that, send that to button 1, we click send to device, and that'll upload it, and it'll appear on the DreamStack. So there's how you can map all your buttons to custom what you want and put the icon on so you can remember what they're for. I am going to, I don't know where I'm going with it from now, to be honest. I don't know whether there'll be a few more updates and tidy ups to this, or whether this version is kind of end of life. I should switch my camera back, shouldn't I, to me? What am I doing? Yep. Put it down. That's the problem. So, yeah, that's what it looks like when you send all your buttons to it. Oh, it doesn't like webcam. Well, the webcam's just on chroma key and it's, putting everything through. I've stuck them buttons on just to kind of test it and see where we were at. It's working fairly well. It's not a £200 device, is all I'm saying. And, this is all free. If you think you can do a more refined, better version to work with it, feel free to. I'm going to bundle this in a zip file. I'll bundle it in. I actually haven't got a browser window open. I'll open that. This is my usual non-preparedness. So we'll, I'll put it. Where are we? I'm getting confused doing too many things at once and not doing any of them properly. We'll flip over, head to my website, head to downloads, and there's a DreamStack project page. I might tidy this up later. So you go, there's all the bits, there's my ugly face on it, and all the bits you need with the original downloader. I'll add, above this, I'm going to add, that immediately went end of line. It was quite a quick one. This one, again, I think this is going to be superseded quite soon by a better application. I'm just going to tidy things up and do it all a bit nicer. It was a bit of a rush job that once it works, I thought, we'll release it now and see who uses it, see if anyone goes for it. In the file, I'll put the Windows application. I'll put the files to 3D print your own case, but I might sell them on my store. There won't be a lot of money. I don't know. The problem is my 3D printer's a bit old and temperamental, just like me. So I don't know how reliable it's going to be for shipping them, or for making them and shipping them out. But I'll put the code files on, so if you know anyone that does 3D printing and wants to make them, you can get them to do it. And is that everything? So you've got, well, I'll put the list of parts in. You just need to run that Windows application, and then, if you want it to start every time with Windows, click the Start with Windows tick box and it'll do that. If you don't have to. I'm not forcing all this rubbish to load at the beginning of Windows. Just use it when you want to. And hopefully I'm going to go on a bit further. I've started playing with this newer, more up-to-date dev board that's a lot more capable. So I think that's where it's ultimately going. But I kind of like this one for the cheap simplicity of it. And it is, like I said in the last video, it's £12 to buy that development board, and then you can essentially have your Stream Deck. That's the word I was looking for. I'm struggling now to say Stream Deck instead of DreamStack. So yeah, that's it. It's free. I'll put the STLs and everything for 3D printing in. I'll put the links to the board I got on Amazon on the website. It's already on there. I'll put it on again. I'll put them in the description to this video, along with the links. And I guess I'll see you at version. What's this one? This must be version 1. So we'll do I think DreamStack 0 version 2 will be the next, because it is going to be a big bunch of changes and updates. So stay tuned. There will be a better app coming, but this one's there. You can use it. All you need to do is flash that code on, and you're good to go. Have a play around. Drop any feedback, any comments on the video. If you have any problems, I might fix them. Maybe. I don't know. Well, if I can figure them out, I'll fix them. But yeah, I can switch cameras again without actually having to touch OBS, which is really handy. And I can, I honestly, I still haven't got into the habit of using it, so I am flicking all over. But yeah, if you love this and I've saved you a ton of money, you can always buy me a coffee. Like and subscribe to see the rest of the project, and I'll keep going. Just to encourage me along with this. And there is definitely a way better version coming on one of these boards. So there is more to come on this. I'm not finished with it. And there's a lot more to do with fiddling around with these devices, and I'm going to bring it back around to the WordPress and WooCommerce kind of thing. So, yeah, let's see where we go with that. This is just a warm up, but yeah, I think that's it for now. I've probably forgotten something really important and just talk shit for the rest of the episode, but here we go. Like, subscribe, buy me a coffee. Keep watching this for the updates, and I'll see you next time.